The way of keeping the audience's attention is just to tell them one thing. I'm a great believer in one message within a presentation. And it's a terrible old cliche, but what you really should do is tell them what you're going to tell them it, and tell them what you've told them. And that's a fantastic way to set up a presentation. It's really important that you get that one message across, and especially with an audience who are international and who may not have English as their first language. Stick to one thing, and you tell them it. Say, this is what I'm going to tell you today. And also, this is why it's important, because that again helps engage them, helps them keep from wandering out and going seeing something else, because there's usually lots of other things they can go and see, or just looking at the phones. So tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them it. What I've learned from listening to what I consider to be good talks is, there are three really key things to those good talks. First, obviously, is the content. A good talk always has to have good content. You can't really get past that, unfortunately. Secondly, it's actually enthusiasm. A good speaker, puts across that they're interested, they care, what they're trying to tell you is something important. And thirdly, it's a context. It's actually a good speaker tells you why it fits into what you may have already heard in the session, what you may be going to hear as well, which is hugely important and very good if you can do that, is to sort of put into the context of the whole surrounding session. So those things make a really, really good talk. And as an audience member, that's the kind of things I want to hear. It's always good to be honest, I would say, with your answers. I think it's perfectly acceptable to answer, well, you know what? I don't know the answer to that question. Or, oh, that's interesting. It's something that we need to consider for further work, and so on and so forth. Again, your audience are generally pretty good. They generally pretty much know what you're talking about. They're an educated audience, and a lot of the time, blathering, trying to cover things up, trying to make stuff up on the spot, a lot of the time, that's not going to do you any favours. So, say, if you don't know, I don't know. That's okay. The key is to, again, stick to your basics. Stick to one message and just really refine it to one message. Reduce the number of slides and essentially speak slower. And that can be really, really tough. I struggle to speak slow myself, and I have to try and remember this when I'm faced with a very international audience. But yeah, just slow down. And to do that, if that means reducing the content, and I think that's really important. If you're trying to slow down and fit the same content as you might fit into a different audience, that's not going to work. So reduce the content and stick to one very clear message and say, this is the clear message, and I'm going to give it you as slowly and as clearly as possible.